All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let chat load, and I'm going to show you guys what settings I'm going to be using. Now, again, I have a ton of windows up, so please bear with me as I try to navigate. I don't have enough screen real estate for this crap. All right, let's show the randomizer first. I'm going to show you guys the settings that I'm going to go with. The rain, it's not raining right now. It's going to rain later, though. It's been kind of on and off. It's supposed to, I think sometime tonight, I think it's supposed to start coming in kind of hard for the next day and a half or so, at least. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, power does not go out. If the stream cuts out, that could be one reason why, but it shouldn't right now, at least. But okay, we are doing 7th Saga Randomizer runs. I'm trying out the cheater percent category. This is one that I have not touched before. Currently, the record holder is Magus. And I forget Magus, it's like 12 minutes and 43, 12, it's a high 12 minutes something, I thought. Something like that. We're going to try to beat that today. Now, the rules of cheater percent are you can set anything you want in the randomizer to beat it as fast as possible. So unlike the other ones where we have very established rules where you must choose this, cheater percent is unique in that you can set whatever you want, just whatever you think will help you beat the game the fastest. No actual cheating, though, of like save states and rewinds or speed ups, with the emulator or anything like that. There you go. So 12:34:99 by Magus. You got that maybe like a week and a half or so ago. Within the last 2 weeks, he overtook my brother and took the record back. Exactly. I don't want to have a J-pop situation where I get the power outage. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. Match the traditional, as always. Starting from traditional. Now, let me pull up. I have my options next to me here. This is what I'm doing for stores. I'm changing it to no store randomization. Equipment is 100% for all. Spell learning is 16 randomized. I'm turning off randomized locations. Turning on learn all spells at level 1. That's all for this tab. On the monsters tab, I'm changing monster zones to no randomization. Monster patterns to all monsters learn no special moves. Percentage of monsters that can drop, I'm changing it to 0%. Minimum drop chance 0 to 16. I don't think I actually need to change that, but doubly sure that nothing will drop. Monster movement, we're changing it to 1 out of 5,000. So they pretty much don't move. They hardly move at all. Monster scaling, monster stats are going to drop to base 100. XP and GP are going to be... I don't know if this actually matters when it's set to this, but just to be certain, I'm going to set minimum 100%. Boss stats are down to 100%. Boss XP and GP all the way up to... And we'll check on the minimum just to be sure. We'll turn on time scaling. Doesn't really help, but why not? It helps if you needed it, but anyways. So that's all for the monster scaling. Adjustments. The only thing I'm changing is vacuum 1 and 2 can work on bosses. I'm never going to use it, though. But it's a thing that would help me if I needed to, so I'll just turn it on for the sake of it. Also, apparently I found my brother's new secret weapon. The boosts, I'm changing the magic power down to 100, so spells are weakened. Again, I'm not going to use the seeds, but it's kind of like this is a setting that would help me, so I'll just change it. Seeds 15-15. Scaling, gold requirements going down all the way to 100. Starting hero stats to chaos. Again, I don't know if the minimum 100% works with the chaos, but I'll turn it on anyways. Growth stats, chaos, minimum 100. Equipment powers, chaos, minimum 100. Spell powers down to 100. And spell costs all the way down to 100. Leaving the rest there. Speed ups, we are unchecking the show stats, show stat gains on level up, because that'll speed things up for us. We're turning on all the wind rune locations, though really there's only like 3 places we ever teleport to. Maybe not even that, maybe just 2. We'll leave that, and then that's just back to the presets. So those, I think, are all the settings. So it's not too wildly different from what my brother and Magus have done. Except for I've turned off certain randomization for things like the stores and the locations. The towns are not going to be randomized. And I'm doing this for a very specific reason. So with that, I'm going to mash the seed button, and then I'm going to go ahead and randomize. I'm not going to use the guide, but I always just create it out of habit. Now give me a sec. For the repeated runs, I won't have to show you guys the settings every time, but for this first one, I want to show you. I'm not going to change them for the runs today. So let me hide that for a sec. Let me, just for my own thing, I'm going to copy and save the seed number on that. So I have that there. Close that for now. Minimize that. I'm going to now take the one I just created. I'm going to move it into a folder. Now it's in there. I'm going to copy it on over to this other folder. Yes, paste it. Okay, folder's in there. I got my timer up. Next is the emulator screen. Okay. Now let's hope we have a good starting seed here. Let's take a look at the characters. What do we got to work with here? Camille is completely out of the question. I'm looking for very specific stats and stuff, so there's a certain requirement that I need for a character to make this worth it. Olvin does not have what I need. Asuna has almost everything I'd want. Wilmy, I know it seems weird, but honestly, Wilmy might. No, it's not quite enough to make a difference. Asuna might be the best bet so far. Lux, it's not that different. Falsu's not enough. Legis is definitely not enough. All right. Well, I think Asuna's going to be our best bet. It's a little lacking in the power, but it's okay. I don't necessarily expect to get it this first run. This will kind of be a practice too. I've been practicing, but I haven't practiced today, so we'll kind of just get into the groove of it. I'm going to go with Asuna. So timer will start when I hit yes here, and timer will end when you get the last hit against Orsia. And again, I apologize if I have to kind of sniffle throughout because my allergies are killing me today. Waifu is Laifu for this. All right, guys, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm looking for very specific spells, and we have one of them. Now, because I am going to be going kind of a little try-hardy here, I won't be able to read the chat as much during certain parts. I'll try to look at it when I can't use stupid old lady. One of the big parts of the RNG that I need in my favor is the enemies here. Ideally, hermits give me a lot of experience. Ooh. That's not good. Yeah, Asuna gets picked a lot, because Asuna's typically just really good. Wyverns and hermits are both really good. This is a good start. Double battles are actually one of the best things I can get here. It's one thing I can't control, but if I can get 2 enemies in a single battle, that saves me time, because a lot of time is going to be lost during animations for things, transitioning into the battles and walking around, and the more I can stack within a single fight, the better. Hermits are really good experience. One of the things that's lacking, though, is Asuna's weapon is not as strong as I'd like it to be. Hell yeah. Now, because I had a double battle, I lost a little bit of time, though. Alright, we're gonna go straight in for Ramus now. Shit. I need to not look at the chat when I'm trying to precisely move. Every little bit's gonna cost me. Yep, ideally I get the level grinding early. Alright, dog is dead. Not great experience. Not great at all. I don't typically count on the experience from the bosses. If I do get it, it's great. But this can work even without good experience from them, but... like more than just 1,000. I have a very specific number of battles and whatnot in my head that I want to encounter, and a certain level threshold that I try to go for. So after a certain point, I'm gonna stop fighting things, which is honestly very soon. Come on, give me a double hermit. Okay, we know Wyvern's good, we don't know how good demons are. We'll never find out either. Alright, 53. Yeah, I'll concede if I exceed that. That's pretty much all the battles I want to fight. I don't want to fight anything else now but bosses. I did not mean to walk into that. That's actually a very big time loss. Oh my god, it's a huge time loss. Unless these guys are worth a ton of experience, but honestly, that's still more than I wanted. Yeah, I'm okay with him running. Not worth it. That was a complete time loss. I said the first run would be kind of rusty because I haven't been actively practicing, like, just recently. Tyson's down. Meh experience. On our way to Bonro. We're gonna rest at the end. This is the only time we're gonna rest at the end. You'll see that I have a very, very, very specific way I run this route. It's like, it's very scripted. Fuck. And this is why I change certain things like turning off the stores and stuff like that. This run inherently loses time for things like walking because I know that I have to go X distance to reach the towns since they're not randomized. The trade-off is I get consistency to the run. I know I have to waste X amount of time going here, but I know where all the towns are for every run. I'll get more runs that will make it to the end in a good time because of that. So I'm trading a little bit of potential time save. And by a little, I mean it's a decent amount for consistency. Shit. Walked the wrong way. My muscle memory has to kind of kick back in on where I need to go for stuff. Alright. Now, this is something that Magus and my brother don't do, that I've added into my route. That's the wrong item. Hey, Piggy. Now, because my weapon isn't the greatest, I'm going to lose time by checking here, but I need to. No, I said no the first time. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just lost time. Alright, that's not the biggest... Well, I mean, it's a good improvement. Oh, I needed to warp. I also warped to the wrong place. This is why this is a practice run. Damn it. All those little mistakes that I'm making really do add up. But it's fine. We're getting it into our muscle memory here. Now, I don't want to encounter anything, and I don't... This is one section that I have, like, no real control over. If there's an enemy blocking the walkway, I'm just forced to fight it. I don't have time to try to wait for it to move, since they move like slugs. So my weapon is not strong enough to get this done in a quick enough manner. 7 turns. Best case scenario for me there would be a 3-turn fight. 4-turn is acceptable. 5 is like as much as I want to spend on it. 7 turns there is terrible, but as soon as not as powerful as I'd like her to be. Yeah, I don't think we'll get it this run, but that's okay. This is just kind of getting it into my muscle memory, show you guys how the route kind of works. Yeah, it's going to take way too many extra turns for each of these boss fights. Alright, another 7 turn. Ta-da! He's gone. Now I'm only going to grab some of the runes. If I have all the right setup, I only want 3. If I need the help, I might take 2 more. In this case, I'm going to take 3 that I need and 1 extra. Yeah, it's on a pretty good pace. It's not the best. I made some little mistakes here and there. We don't have quite the ideal power setup, but it's still a good pace. Alright, the star rune's the extra one I'm grabbing. I've tested walking out versus warping out. It's like maybe a second difference, and I usually walk out instead of warping out because there's less error chance for me to click the wrong thing when trying to wind rune out of there. And again, here, I know I have to spend some time walking. We are unlucky. There is literally an enemy blocking the only tile. We got lucky running, though, but that's still a time loss that should not happen. You feeling the heat, Magus? Feel the heat. We'll have a good time. But I may not beat it here. I don't think I'll quite beat it. My power is too lacking. I don't know, actually. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be decently close, but I think I'm going to be a little shy of it. I underestimated you, you fool! Now I'll kill you! Yes, my power is not enough. Yeah, why you gotta do Blizzard, you bastard? See, the thing is, he can't instant death spell me. I took that into account and took protections. That's what the mirror and harps are for. He can waste my time, but he can't kill me. Except for melee. I forgot that's the only one thing. Yeah, just keep doing spells. They hurt less. Just do other spells that aren't as long animation, though. You bastard. Yeah, like that one. Got it! Oh, boom! Look at that. We could have had a better time, though. The record's mine, Magus. It's mine. For now. Even with those mistakes, you take out the mistakes of walking in the wrong places a couple times and menu loss. I mean, I could have gained maybe 10 more seconds. 8 more seconds. I don't know. A decent amount of time. I also had to waste time going to the weapon shop. Stuff like that. With the ideal run, so much of that stuff gets cut out and every little bit adds up. We'll let the credits roll. Why not? I'm sorry, Magus. I'm sorry. I had to do it, man. I gotta have one of these categories, and this is the easier one to take time-wise. Magus, the important thing is that you and I are both ahead of my brother right now. That's the only real important thing. Is that he's at the bottom. My method could take time into the 11s. You wanna know something, Magus? If I have the right conditions, this can be sub 11. And I have video proof of it. Who said this was a practice run? I did, because that time can definitely be lower. We're gonna do a couple of runs this afternoon. It's not like I'm gonna, oh, I did the one, I'm done. Now, I'm not saying I gotta have like a sub 11 or something like that, but I want to have a solid enough run if I can improve this one, which I'm pretty sure I can. I'll only let the credits run maybe on the runs that are faster times. So the rest of them, we'll just we'll like jump to the next one. But do a drinking game on stream. Take a shot every time I do what? I also, it seems like some of the things that I figured out for this route for myself here, my brother might have already been considering. Every time I say my ass, that would happen a lot. Breath of the Wild meme speedruns. How about those Zelda speedruns where you stare at a rupee for fucking 17 hours or whatever the hell it is? So let me... I'll have to update the time thing on that later. I have your store, rando, and town location. Now, see, I will point this out. The only thing I could change to give myself, like, I could keep everything about this route the same and change one thing and potentially have an even better time, and it's the town locations. If I were to turn on random town locations, if RNG is on my side, I can save a lot of time walking. The problem is you also can lose time by not knowing which direction you go. You choose the wrong direction, that could be it. You wasted too much time. I lose time with turning off the randomization, but I gain the consistency of knowing exactly where I need to walk. So, it's a trade-off, and by doing it this way, I just have more consistent runs that will make it to the end with a good time overall. Do it enough times, I'll get enough RNG in the right places to get a run that can give me a solid time regardless. But, random town location gives you the maximum potential. If you have the best RNG, you can save a ton of time walking. Because after a certain point, I'm not battling anymore. Particularly the walk, I think, from Bond Road to the cave is a big walk. Going from Gowanus to the castle isn't too bad. But that it is still technically a time loss. Knowing you have to walk that much when it could technically be shorter. Every time I die, I get scared. Unnecessary battles. I ran into one that I shouldn't have because I wasn't looking properly enough at the crystal globe. A ruby? Ooh! If Asuna had just more base power, because her power growth was not great, I could have saved some time just with the number of turns, specifically against Goron and Griffin. I actually don't really lose as much time with the power loss against Gorcia. It's really Goron and Griffin that I lose more time on. Those took way too many turns. Well, if you were to try it with Vanilla Magus, you would eventually then get used to it. My brother and I do have that kind of inherently already built into us. We know where the base towns always were from playing it from back when. But anyways, okay. That is a successful run. Now, give me a sec here. I need to reset up for the next one here. So give me 1 sec. I'm going to do this. Let me hide this while I edit something really quick. Yes, high CPU usage detected. How about fuck you? All right, let's plug that in. Okay, hit OK. Save that. New record. All right, now I'm going to make the next one set up here. I'm going to copy that. Paste that. Get rid of that. Let's bring back the randomizer. Again, I'm not going to go, I'm just going to show the different settings just for, so it's kind of on record here. For this tab, launch the scaling, adjustments, boosts, scaling, speed ups, and then the presets. And we're going to mash some new seeds. We'll go with that one, sure. Create. Copy that. And then I'm going to go ahead and hide that again. Save that for records. Oh, it didn't actually create the thing because the thing for the button was in the way, but I created it just now. Copy this over. Paste. Yes. Got that idiot off my throne. Okay, I can go ahead and show the time again. Let's bring the emulator back up. All right, next one here. Oops. 1 second, let me get this cursor here. With the change they did to my XSplit, I don't like some of the things they changed. All right, let's see if we can get better RNG for the character build. Camille is completely out of the question. Ulvin is completely out of the question. No speed. Oh, she is out of the question. Wilmy, you fuck. Not good enough. Ooh. Lux. You do not have the weapon or speed. Damn, slim pickings for this. I think Lux is going to be the way I'm going to go. He's going to be a little slower. That's going to hurt. But he's the best one. Your chest comes pre-waxed. Disgusting. Alright, we're gonna go for another one here. Can this one do better? Maybe, but I wouldn't necessarily count on it, but we'll see. Alright, same as before. Timer starts when I hit yes here. Timer ends on the last hit against Gorsia. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'll wax his chest. His bloody chest. His outfit. You stupid old lady! I'm buying a B power because I do not have the power spell. A lot of the run, honestly, besides everything else at the start, a lot of it falls upon these starting enemies here. If Hermits or Wyverns or all that aren't worth good experience, then we're kind of boned. Ideally, Hermits are the best because you tend to encounter them more with the enemies set to normal. So, Hermits being like 10,000 is really good, 15,000 is like, that's great. 15,000 Hermits is perfect. It's exactly what I want. The best case scenario, too, would be to get a double Hermit fight. Not a double Hermit, but I'll take it. Any double is fine, technically, because Wyverns can also still be really good. Not as good here, but that's okay. The fight is still worth it because I got the Hermit in the encounter. If I'm not getting 10,000 for the fight, it's kind of not worth it. And because Lux's speed is a little lower than I'd like it to be, I especially need these encounters to be good experience to get me the levels. Now, I'm gonna see. If there's a good fight along the way, I'll snag it. Otherwise, I'll just... I did not mean to really walk into that spot, but okay, this is the extra fight I'm taking, technically. Alright. That's all for the fighting. Whatever Lux's speed is, I have to deal with it. With these extra levels going into the 50s, he might be actually okay. I really need to actually look at the math of it to make sure that I know what level speed will cap at, depending on what I start with. Because I don't even want to waste time checking my status. Now, I'm taking a time loss compared to the last split, the last run, because I took technically like an extra fight. Well, not necessarily extra. 4 fights is about the limit of what I want. Go upward. 3 fights with really good experience and setup. 4 fights at most is what I want. Any more than that's too much time loss. Promise isn't great, but that's fine. And technically, we had 2 extra encounters last time that I did not want. So if I can avoid those encounters, we can gain the time back. So that's why I'm not too worried. Well, with the setting we have their XP and experience set to just be like, it can go sky fucking high. So, you know, they can just be worth that much. I don't know what the cap could be for them, what the absolute limit of what they could hit is, but 15-ish, 16-ish thousand for, like, the Hermits is, like, the highest I've seen. I mean, it could be the Hermits, it could be the Demons, it could be any of them could be that high. Or they could be complete garbage. Well, there goes the time from that, because this is an extra fight that... Now, Undeads can give good experience, but I don't... That's good experience, it's good enough. But at this point now, I think this is... I don't need any more levels. Any more is a waste of time. Or rather, it's like the trade-off isn't worth it. Well, those also, in the other randomizers, their stats, their numbers are also randomized. They're just not randomized to that high of a number. You know, they can be really good experience, but in the other runs, they're not going to be 15,000. It just can't get that high without that setting. I spent quite a bit of time figuring out the routing for this. All the little details about the shops. Which, speaking of, I don't have to go by exit gates this time. So that's a little bit of a time save. Well, it's kind of like a time trade-off. I had to buy the 1B power, but I don't have to buy... oh, shoot, I went the wrong way. I don't have to buy the exit gates now. Almost ran into that encounter. That would have been bad. Alright. Last time we fumbled a bit walking through here. Making sure I don't run into any of these enemies. Lux had a 400 weapon. I'm not gonna... check the weapons. This is good enough. Because he's got better power, so that'll help make up for it. 400 weapon is good enough. I'd rather have like a 600 weapon, but it's fine. Alright, good RNG, nothing in my way. These fights should go, I think, a little faster, because my power should be a decent amount higher. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. Alright, 4 turn. I could have tried for a 3 turn, but I just went for the 4. Now, Goron's experience actually hurts me just by milliseconds. I actually really don't need the levels anymore. We're at a good pace, though. That's 1 mirror wasted, you bitch. This is why I buy the mirrors and harps. Because even she can do Petrify. Ideally, I keep them all for Gorsia, but she is also a reason to get it. Because if you get Petrified, that's just, it's too much. Too much of a time loss. Not that I'm worried that I'm going to die, but the time is just lost. But the harps are especially important, because getting vacuumed will end the run. I don't need the Star Rune this time. Kerfuckle! What are we gonna change settings to? Change them to Kerfuckle! I'm coming for you, Gorsia. You bitch! Shit. Alright, no worries, Magus. Have a good one. Speed 3, level 40, math average up to 220. Okay. And that's the average, because it isn't always exactly that, but it's good to know. $180? You liar. This is why we have the harps. $10.42. Sub 11 is possible. I got a little nervous when he punched me for half my health. Just like slightly above half my health. Didn't we had one fight where we didn't need one, didn't we? Did I have one bad fight somewhere? Did I run into something? I think so, right? There was one fight that was in my way. I was not sure if I'd be able to get the sub 11 again while actually on stream. I think this might be faster than the other sub 11 I had off screen. It's very close, at the very least. Ooh. Oh, it's so nerve-wracking. You actually weren't wrong, Coolio, when you were saying earlier about, like, oh, I was going to stream for 10 minutes. Wow, second run, and I got that. It's going to be hard to improve this one here. For me, with these current settings today, without, like, changing anything. Without the randomized locations, there is still room to save time, though. If everything stayed equal, having the power spell, I think, technically saves me just a little bit of time. It's not a huge difference. Having the exit spell saves more time. I get to use it twice, for one thing. Be a cocky speaker and say, this'll never be beaten in the next 2 minutes. Oof. Because if you look at the time, I had a time loss because I took an extra 4th fight before Ramus, but then I didn't have at least one other fight I had from the other run. But at least the fight I took was good experience, so it's okay, it's worth it. Ideally, the character needs to have the right stats, but like enough so that after 3 fights, I'm about where I should be, and if the bosses can then carry that last little end bit, like that's the perfect setup. But I don't count on Ramus or Goron or Griffin giving me the experience I need. I feel like 3 to 4 fights, regular ones, is how much I want to take. No more than that. If I have to take any more at such a time, it becomes kind of a time loss to the point where it's not necessarily even worth it. I don't know. I did not have to go to the weapon shop this time. You could say, technically, I could save time by not even going to Legina to get the mirrors and harps, but too often I find something's going to try to petrify, namely Griffin and Gorsia, and then something's going to try to vacuum me. And if I get hit by the vacuum, it's run over. If I get hit by the petrify, it's kind of run over as well, or at the very least, it's such a time loss that I'm willing to spend the time to go there to buy 2 of each. I found 2 to be the sweet spot because I've had plenty of runs where 2 got consumed, but never more than 2. I also like Legina because they are both there. I told you, I very specifically planned out the route with the way I did because I can minimize the number of extra places I have to go. Legina also has 5 weapons to buy. There is a decent chance that if I need a better weapon, Legina can have one. And I did for Asuna. I got a 200 upgrade, you know? If I start with a 600 weapon, I don't need to buy. I guess even a 400 weapon, if I have enough power to compensate. Lux had the power. That's why I knew a 400 weapon was going to be just fine. I did not need to go buy a weapon. Legino is your new secret weapon for the fun. See, we thought the same way. See, because I've watched you guys do the cheater percent, and I'm like, okay, and you guys admittedly did do a lot of the fine-tuning work to figure out some of the best settings for certain things, because there's some stuff that's just, like, very clearly time-saved. Turn off seeing the stat numbers when you level up. It's like, duh, of course, turn that off. Who needs to see that crap? But then I just, on my own, started from there, and then I tweaked, okay, what can I tweak for my own personal run to make it faster? And then I went the route of, let's turn off some of the randomization to, yes, lose some time, but give consistency. And this is what I was able to come up with. And I feel like it's a fairly clean route, and I have it set to where 3 or 4 pieces of it are extra if I need to. I know it's a time loss to do so, but if I need to, I will grab said item or do said thing. So, all right. We're going to do a few more still. We've only done the 2 runs. I don't think, again, it's going to be very hard to top this time. I don't know. We'll see. So let me go ahead and let me do this here first. I'm going to update that. So give me a second. I'm going to lock in that time. Let me hide this for a minute. Hide this for a minute. Let me edit this. Let's see. That. And then that. Okay, save that. Oh. It's yelling at me. Save that. You will not be running cheater percent come Monday. Sure you won't. Let me set up the new folder. Copy that. Paste that. Take that out. Okay, now let me get... Yes, I know. High usage detected. What's new? What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Magus has a week to reclaim his honor. That's funny. Alright, same settings, but again, I'm going to show them for posterity, just so it's captured. So, randomization, monsters, monster scaling, adjustments, boosts, scaling, speed ups, and presets preset. New seed number, mash that. We're going to actually hit the randomize button this time. There we go. And create the guide. Grab this. And let me go ahead and hide this. Got the seed number. Gonna move the files. Paste it in. I'm very particular about how I move my files around. Okay, and then now we will bring back up emulator and the live split. All right. If I could get, like, the one magical run here today, that would be great, where if I get all just the perfect RNG of what I need from these settings. And it always starts here with the characters. Camille, it's not great. And he's not going to be the one. Olvin is not the one. He is not Neo. He's got the weapon, but he's missing elsewhere. Ooh, Asuna, baby. Asuna, you As soon as lacking in the guard department. But she's got it everywhere else I need her. Wilmy, speed is not enough, bruh. Lux, you are not it. Falsu, you are not it. You are the weakest link. Goodbye, and you don't have the power. I am looking at you, girl. As soon as going to be it, baby. With a 400 weapon and a 7 power, I think that is enough. I should not have to buy weapons. Speed will be good. Guard is a little low, but she's got the HP to make up for it. So she has the potential. She has very much the potential, excuse me, to be the one. Timer starts when I hit yes here. Timer ends when I get the last hit against Gorcia. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, that's unfortunate. She's the one, but she doesn't have Exeter power. 5. Her speed was 5. For once, the old lady didn't troll me, but the other lady did, kind of. Now, I'm going to predict that the enemies are going to worth garbage experience now, because one of these runs has got to be garbage experience, which will ultimately kill our chances, but you never know. They can also dodge like a prick. At 40, she'll have 260 speed. Decent experience, but not as near high of a level. But because she doesn't necessarily have to level up as much to still get good numbers, we might still be able to work with this. But it's inevitable that I'm going to have runs where Hermits and Wyverns aren't worth a billion experience. It's just going to happen. Get down, please. Really nice if we could just get a double fight. Now, I could chance it and try fighting something else besides these guys, which, depending on what's on my walking path, I may try. Went the wrong way. I've done practice runs where I have tried to grind experience in here as well as outside of Bond Road, just depending if the other enemies themselves aren't worth anything. And I'm going to go ahead and try it here. I'm going to see if these guys are worth anything. Nope. And that's not good. 3 fights and our experience is garbage compared to where it needs to be. Again, I went up too soon. Wow, my finger just moved that to the left. Now the time loss is the time save is misleading because Ramos gave us some okay experience, pretty good experience. It says we're ahead on time. We are not ahead. We are very much behind on the experience. I'm going to try to bank on the run to Bonro to give me something better. And or the cave. The cave I could technically try fighting in too. If I can snag one here along the way without going out of my way for it, I'll take it. I could have veered off for that one, but I didn't. I can snag this one here. Double. Although the Chimera is not worth anything, so that doesn't really matter to me. Undead? Ooh, it's all garbage. Not looking good. the bosses are giving better experience this time around. I'm level 41. Level 41 is not terrible. If I reach about the 40s, it's workable. So maybe I just avoid, because I can't run into too many more fights. It's just too much time lost, so we will just go ahead and go. Oops, I wasted time doing that. Asuna did have good power, at least, so... I had to figure out the timing of when do I rest, because after all the leveling up, I need to rest at least once somewhere to get the HP and everything back. MP doesn't really matter. It's the HP that I need to restore. And I thought about it, it's like, well, I could maybe, you know, do I grab a healing item? It's like, you know what, it'll just be easier to rest at an inn. And I chose Bonro because the route for it, it's like, it's very direct. It's just straight into the town. Because I could technically rest elsewhere, but Bonro seemed like the best fit. I don't have to waste too much time. And I'm going there anyways, and I'm buying the exit gates. You know, I meant to move up. I did not mean to run into this fight. Time is absolutely gone now. And it's not even worth it, so... Rip this one. I seriously pressed down. Good lord. Come on, Blue Demon. Make it worth it. Make it worth my while. Well, if anything, this shows you the importance of every little thing mattering. Every extra encounter makes or breaks the run. And right now, we're breaking it! Damn it. Ah. I hate losing time navigating the menus. Particularly when I goof up. That enemy's in the way. Oh, oof. Can I 3-turn this prick? Nope. Not as high as it needs to be. I'm gonna end up 5-turning it. Or more. Yep, it's gonna be a 6-turn. At this point, there is no way for me to catch up on the time. Goron experience is nice, but too little, too late. It's also one of the reasons why I don't count on the boss experience, because it kind of comes too late. The experience from Goron and Griffin, I don't get to get enough use out of, and I want that stat gain before I encounter them, because I want to kill them both in 3 turns. So the stats have to already be there. Ugh. It's not even going to be a 4-turn for Griffin. It's going to be a 6-turner. Oh, it might be more. No, it's going to be more than that. Jesus. Wow, make that an extra turn on top of that. What is this, a 9-turn? Griffin can also do the vacuum, which is, again, just another reason why I get the harps. I will say one of the things that you can gain from having the random stores is being able to get the wind ball in the beginning to warp out of Ramus. Ramus's castle. But I prefer having the consistency of being able to buy these items that I'm looking for specifically. Now, because my power is seemingly not enough here, because I didn't level enough, I'm gonna take the star rune. Occasionally, I've taken the wind rune, but I think ultimately I can get away without it. As long as my speed is maxed, I don't need to reduce Gorsia's. I think I had one practice run where he did dodge once, but it's like, out of all the practicing, he never really dodged, so I feel like it's ultimately not needed. The star rune is the debatable one if my power and weapon just aren't enough. I'm just basing it off of how long it took to kill Griffin. It might not quite be enough. Again, another enemy right on this tile. Doesn't matter. Time's borked. Kill you pricks. Looking at maybe a 12 something here. $12 something if nothing goes wrong. I can't get it under 12, I don't think. Going into the room, just over 11 minutes. Yeah. In my head, I kind of know the timing of how long it's going to take for everything. 5:11. So that's okay, but I really wish it was higher. Don't punch me! Ow, it hurts! This is why the HP and guard matters. I have to be able to... I generally need to be able to stand one hit somewhere. Most of the time, he'll punch me at some point. Wow, nice HP, douchebag. 12-16. We won't go through the whole credits for this. You finished the config tool. Hardest parts were importing Berserker or YAMLs. More than a million options for Ocarina of Time. Oh, I'll bet. That seems really fancy, though. The fact that it can do multiple games. That's just crazy. Excuse me. We shall name him this guy, and then this guy. He's gonna die in the future, but in the past, which is now the present. Alright. Screw you, credits. Alright. We'll still do some more here. I figured I'd get in like a good 5 or 6 runs, assuming I was able to beat the time, and then get a time that I was satisfied enough with, which I'm already satisfied enough, but I want to see if I can drop it even maybe just a little bit more. What do I need to do? I need to move the next, set it for the next folder. Copy that. Paste. That. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Bring the randomizer back up. Randomizer. Same settings. Mash the thing here. Okay, so randomization, monsters, monster scaling, adjustments, boosts, scaling, speed ups, and nothing else. Mash it a few more times, and we'll go ahead and generate it. That. Copy that. Save. Copy, paste. Yes. Move that. And let's get that back up. Live slip back up. All right, Camille, you any good this time? He's got the HP, the guard. He's got the speed. That is okay. That is a good enough weapon to start the game with, not ending with, and he does not have the power. So Camille is, unless I have no other option, he's out. Asuna does not have any power. Or that's not Asuna, that's Ulven. I'm looking at the, how do I get Asuna and Ulven confused? Ooh, your guard is poop. So is your power, and your weapon's also terrible. So that's kind of an instant. I usually look at the weapon first, honestly. If I see a bad weapon, I usually don't even consider them. Fuck. Wow, Camille's the best option. Woo! Camille, my boy. My boy in the blue armor. Now here's the problem. He's got the other stats that I need, but he just does not have the power. He absolutely does not have the power, and even if I make up for it somewhat with a weapon, B powers are worth less, though, if he doesn't have an actual power stat, but he's literally my best option, so I'll take what I can get. Alright, timer starts when I hit yes here, timer ends when I get the last hit against Gorcia. 3, 2, 1, go. Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll have both spells. Nope, he'll have neither. Now, I know, I could just be like, okay, I'm just going to try a different seed and reset, but I'm not going to do that here. If anything, it's good to show how this is how things can typically go. In terms of the RNG. Now, maybe I'll get lucky and Hermits will be worth 15 grand and I'll run into a bunch of double encounters to help make up for the difference. Wyvern and a Hermit's fine too. Any double fight I'll take if they're worth the experience. Alright, Wyvern is really good. Hermit is decent. And that was a double fight, so that will help make up for some time. To make up for the lack of stats and the power, if I can get some extra levels to compensate. Give me another double. Oh, baby, a double! Nope. And the Hermit's not as worth as much as the Wyvern. But I'm gonna go ahead and level up off of them anyways, because I'd rather go for what I know has good experience, rather than necessarily trying to test out statues and chimeras or whatever that might just be absolutely garbage and not worth it at all. That's in the way. The time save isn't huge, but I specifically turned off enemy drops because I know my brother and Magus have, like, you know, had that on, and maybe you get a good weapon drop. The problem is you waste so much time inspecting the weapon, comparing it to your current one, that just, like, I had to go, ooh, Ramus is good, that I had to try to just go without utilizing that. So I figured every little bit of time save I can have by making it so that they don't drop anything at all. So I don't... Two things happen. One, I don't waste the time of the text popping up saying, hey, you got so-and-so item. And two, it doesn't clutter my item menu, because ideally the only things I ever have in my item menu is the Wind Rune when I get it, a B power, 2 mirrors, 2 harps, and 2 exit gates. I don't have any miscellaneous weapons or other items clogging up the inventory, so it doesn't mess up my time scrolling through. As brief as that time may be, I try to shave every little bit of time that I can. Now, ideally, if I had perfect movement too, which I'm not having right now today, you know, every bit of walking is also very precise, not a single step wasted. But I'm very clearly wasting steps here and there. And I'm not even talking about just like going out of my way to encounter a fight, even though you do lose time with that. I just mean like just the general walking, like turning one tile too late or too early. I'm trying to save as much time as possible. Again, just because I know I'm going to lose time elsewhere, so from all the inherent things like walking. I got a gold split. Wow, now the bosses are giving good experience. The real pro strats. And that's why I say it's kind of it's a casual tryhard. You know, it is casual, but I also am trying to be very precise in what I'm doing to save time. Like everything from the walking, navigating the menus. I found that like scrolling backwards instead of forwards, I did not mean to run into that. You know, it could be faster or slower. At least it's a double fight. If demons are worth a lot, yeah, you fucker. Demons are good experience too. That's really a shame that he ran. That double fight would have made up for it somewhat, but instead, oh god, fuck. See, little things like that. I waste a fraction of a second walking the wrong way. Now I gotta go by the exit gates. Fuck. I tried to see if I could plan a route to have the wind balls obtainable, along the way. But you actually don't get wind balls available for purchase with the normal stores until super late. So, without having random stores, there's no way for me to incorporate a wind ball into the run. But, the trade-off is, I know where the B power and exit gates and mirror harps are, so ultimately it's fine. It's just when I was trying to theory craft the most optimal route I could go, I thought maybe I could incorporate wind ball somewhere. Unnecessary fight? Take a shot. Shit, I walked the wrong way. Take a shot. Now my weapon was my weapon 200 or 400? Wasn't it 200? Shit. My power is also lower than I want. Let me see if I can get a better weapon to compensate. Overall, I could lose like 18 seconds in here or something like that, but... Shit, I should have just checked this one first. Shit, every single one is higher! I wasted so much extra menu time by buying each one. Oh well. Still at a good pace, but I wasted time doing that. You know, the store owner must think I'm crazy. Like, oh, you want to buy this weapon? Yeah, okay, here you go. Oh, I want to buy this weapon. Like, didn't you just buy one for me? Yeah. Do you want to sell it back immediately? Yeah. She's like, all right, well, technically it is a used weapon, so I'm going to have to give you less money for it. And you're like, yeah. If I get a big enough hit, I could maybe 4-turn him. Nope, it's going to be a 5-turn. Ew, Goron's bad. Partner would most likely slow you down. The thing is, Anonymous, I think we found that because of the settings where we tweak the wind rune, allowing us to warp basically anywhere, I think it kind of breaks the game, or we miss some kind of other step along the way of like unlocking by talking to the old man at Igus. I don't think the partners are available for you to even pick up, is the thing. I never actually really tested it more myself to see, but I don't think you can get a partner. But even if you could get one, I feel like overall, the effort, it's like, I don't know, is it worth it? Maybe it would be, if it was even possible, but I don't think you can grab one. Because being able to attack twice on your, like, turns, I mean, it would save you some time. I need the star rune. I got a bigger weapon. My level's decent. I think I'll skip the star rune. We're not gonna make it anyways time-wise. We're too far behind, but it's fine. Still have a good time. And again, if anything, this can show you the consistency of this route with these settings. Sure, not everyone's going to break sub 11. Fucking hell, I keep doing that too early. But you can see, in all the runs, you know, none of them have been over 15, and I've never been, like, in huge danger of dying. I mean, yes, Scorsia hitting me down to half health is, you know, is scary, but, you know, in general, these runs will finish. I'm not going to... Shit. I'm not going to die to vacuum or any of that other kind of bullshit either. Better red than dead. Or is it better dead than red? Ask Indy. Indy would know. Indy, what do you think? It belongs in a museum. So do you. Alright, we're like 40 seconds ahead of the last run. Still a solid time here, but not beating our best. Ew, was that really my power? Disgusting. You sucking bastard. He's gonna hurt. Oh, that's not that bad. Oh, he dodged! He dodged! What a prick! No! Oh, you prick! He's got 2 HP! Son of a bitch. Ah. Ah, you suck, Gorsia. Hey, I hit level 16. He isn't that much better. Stealing priceless artifacts for the British Museum. I forget what the movie's called. It's got Peter Cushing's and is it Christopher Lee in it? Horror Express, something like that. I forget what movie it is. My mom was watching it last night, and there was, I guess, a line where they're like, "You two could be the killers." I was like, "We can't be the killers. We're British." Something to that effect, and it's just like, wow. I guess that means you can't be the killer, you can't be the monster? Just because you're British? What does that mean? Another sub 12, though. despite having some issues, and we had a gold split technically, but the gold splits are all misleading. Like, you couldn't add up the sum of the bests to get, like, this is your possible time. It just, I don't think it doesn't quite work like that for the way this is. It's not quite the same kind of game. We'll try one more here. I wanna see if I can get close again. We'll do maybe, I don't know, maybe one or two more. I don't want to do too many. I wanted to do enough to get a good feel for it, but this isn't gonna go on all afternoon. So I should probably save my splits. Let's save those. I haven't saved them yet. Let's see. Okay. Go for one or two more here, kind of depending on how it goes. Like, if this next one gets really close, then I could be like, okay, I'm good. I had a nice solid run at the end. Or if maybe this one's total garbage, then I don't necessarily want to end on that. I think that's really the main thing. I just don't want to end on a completely garbage one. Okay, got that. Randomizer. Randomizer back up. But if they're also Germans, the German's the evil one. Yeah, it's... There's certain depictions in old, especially in older movies and all that, that were definitely prevalent. All right, randomization, monsters, monster scaling, adjustments, boosts, scaling, speed ups, and nothing on the preset. Mash the new seed, nice big number, generate, guide, and hide that. Copying the seed number, move that over, copy, paste, yes. Okay, got that. Let's bring that back up. And the splits. All right, come on. I want that one, like, just perfect character start. Camille doesn't have the weapon, and I guess technically, as long as I can kill hermits and stuff in the beginning and all that and level up, I could kill Ramus with a weaker weapon, but because otherwise he wouldn't be terrible. But let's see if we have better options. Olvin, you're way too slow. Suna, you get no HP, which means you will die. You're just not even viable. Wilmy, you're also very fragile. Lux, you're too slow. Valsu, you are too slow. Legis, my boy Legis. He's got enough to work with. Guard's low, but HP will be strong. Strong enough. Good speed, 5 power, and a decent weapon. I think his HP would be really low. He'd have high guard, but not HP, but he doesn't have the weapon at the start. Legis, and just for variety, I think I'm going to go try Legis. Time starts when I hit yes here. Time ends on the final hit against Gorsia. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Bring up the menu, please. Alright, did I see power? I saw exit, though. I think I gotta go grab power. It's really the... Oh, you old lady. It's really the only thing that I can't see at the character stats is because I can't see the spells. I can't tell if two are comparable. It's a complete crapshoot. It's total random chance about the spells if they could have exit or power. Hermits are bad, which is very bad for me. Now, because hermits are bad, and they're generally the most dominant thing in the beginning here that you encounter, I'm going to completely avoid any fights outside here. It's just not even worth checking these. I will check in here, though. That's kind of my line of thinking, is I'll check out here first. If hermits and wyverns and all that are really good, I will farm them versus anything else. I should have ran into that enemy it was right next to. That would have been convenient. If they're garbage, I'll try checking in here. Maybe not as ideal, but if I can find an enemy set... 420! If I can find an enemy set in here, I'll farm as much of them as I can. The problem is that after I kill Ramus, they all disappear, so it's much harder to get enough fights in here without explicitly going out of my way to walk into the fight. Like, that one was along the way, which was great, but there's very little time for me to encounter things. I was really hoping I'd get a statue. Double fight, that's absolutely not worth it. Hey, there's the time scaling coming into effect. They're worth a whole 3 more experience. So at this point, I'm just not even gonna risk it. I need to stop fighting in here. I'm gonna have to try fighting stuff in the cave or on the way to Bonro. Wow, I didn't even one-shot Ramus. I'm that underleveled. And he dodged. Yeah, this is bad. Again, time is misleading. Ramus is okay. Level 23. I don't know which way I would rather have it. Would I rather have worse runs kind of in the second half or in the first half? Because if it's in the first half, I can continue to, like, build time. We hit sub 11, excuse me, 2 runs in. And my first run was kind of like, because I was kind of walking around like an idiot and wasting time. But at the same time, it's kind of a relief knowing that I've established one of the times that I wanted. So the rest of these runs don't matter as much. I'm trying to improve it, but even if I get nothing good out of this, I can at least say, well, I got the good one up front. So that's fine. Because if I still didn't have a good run yet, right? If I was just, like, for whatever reason, just having absolutely garbage runs, I'd be very much like, okay, I gotta keep going till I get one good one. But now I can stop kind of whenever I want. I'll probably go one more after this. Fuck. Oh, I... Well, definitely, because I don't know why I was... What was I trying to go for? And Pison's bad. Also, I forgot I need to be trying to, my brain turned off on this run. And I know, that's just kind of like what happens. If I can kind of see, like, oh, this isn't great. If I was doing this off screen, I maybe would have just trashed this one. Every practice run, though, I did do them all. Even if they were bad setups, I ran them just to see the potential. We didn't see what demons were worth. Did we see the wyverns? I don't remember. Every run blurs together when I'm spamming them so fast. Triple fight is really good if they're... Wyverns... Wow, demons are worth crap. The wyvern's really good, though. Why couldn't have been 2 wyverns and a demon? I need the experience. Double wyvern. I'll take it. I wanted to see what you were worth. It's okay. I know I'm getting the good experience in these guys, so... Double wyvern will help this here. We're in the 40s. 44. We'll just go with what we have. I should probably just check my stats. Also, completely unrelated, Coolio, I think a little while back, quite a while back at this point, wait, do I already have the exit spell? I do. I'm dumb. I wasted time. Yeah, my brain checked out. You had asked that question once about, you got a weird message from the innkeeper asking about like turning on event flags and stuff. I found that if you talk to the inn guy, I think it's any of them, and you say no to the inn and no to saving, it brings up that prompt. I assume it was just a hidden kind of like debug thing put in by Game Boy F9 to be able to change and test stuff, because typically a player would not talk to the innkeeper if they had no intention of staying at the inn or at least saving their game. So I guess maybe he figured that was just a good place to hide that little debug menu for himself. Hey, what's up, Mag? Too late, we've already done lots of cheating. Would that be a strategy for cheater percent? Fuck, I went too far. I'm gonna go ahead and check the weapons. I don't know. I don't know if you could toggle anything that would be helpful for the purposes of what we do here. So I don't think, even if you could make, if it was usable for that, I don't think you'd get any benefit from it. Hope Axe is good. I should just buy it. Yep, Hope Axe is the one. I scrolled up one more, bastard. Alright, good weapon improvement, but... What's good, Mag, is that we broke the record. We took it. I technically beat Magus's time on the first run. And then the second run, we smashed it. You can see at the bottom there, I got a sub 11. We got bad enemy placement, and here's what we got. I got a 1042-28. Double knights. And they're not even worth it. Doesn't matter though. The time is no good on this one. I mean, look at that. We're just gonna be so behind on this split. We're just reaching Goron now. I've been practicing over the last like 2 weeks, figuring out a route for how I want to do the cheater percent with the settings and all that. Do it my way, and I took out a lot of the randomization of things like the town locations and the stores and stuff like that, to make my runs more consistent. And I've clearly shown that sub 11 is possible with this setup, and that time technically can also be lower, even if I don't change any settings. If I didn't change any settings, I could still go lower than 1042 by a handful of seconds. A fair amount, if I get the right RNG in certain other places. Ugh. These are hurting quite a bit. I'm taking quite a bit of damage. I'm actually kind of surprised. So my route, I technically could rest in Gowanus if I really needed to, if I took too much damage from these fights before going on to Gorcia. But I typically don't bother doing it, because that's just a waste of time. Well, I lose time. If I needed it for the HP, I'd have to, but I don't plan on doing that typically. I meant to walk around you, you stupid enemy placement. No, I couldn't even hit the demon. Alright, at this point, the time is dead. I almost want to check my stats and see where the heck I'm at. Stupid S-demon. We're level 54 as well. It's ridiculous. Yeah, our stats are bad. Well, they're not where I want them to be. Whoops, I completely walked around him. Yeah, this time's gonna be one of the... This might be the slowest one we've had today. by the time I get there. I don't know, we'll see. I did it again. I need to start by walking straight up out of the town and then move right as needed. I keep immediately starting with the right movement, which is wrong. Oh, we'll get into his chamber at right around the 12-minute. Yeah, it'll be close. We might get under 13, but we might also just cross 13 minutes, which would be the slowest one for today, I think. 13 minutes being slow for clearing the 7th Saga, which is crazy to think. And we're getting into the chamber just before 12 minutes. If I can attack him in 4 turns, maybe? Oh, but I'm gonna have to cast a Star Rune. Depends on what skill, attacks he uses, also. If he chooses ones with long-ass animations, like Blizzard 2. This is why we have harps. I might need to. Yeah, I'd have to 2-tap him, I think, to get under 13, but I don't think it's gonna happen here. That's gonna hurt. Oh, but I was defending. Oh. No, you prick! Oh, it's gonna be just over 13. Asshole! No, 1301! Ah. Yeah. We're gonna go at least one more. I'm not ending on a 13. On the bright side, my allergies have toned down. Maybe the medicine finally kicked in. I used to take what did I used to take? It wasn't Allegra. What did I used to take? Claritin. I used to take Claritin for allergies, but I felt like it finally just like stopped working for me. I think, is it Benadryl works really good, but it makes you super drowsy. Like, I pass out with it. So I typically don't take that. I take Zyrtec now, which initially I thought worked pretty well. I don't know if Zyrtec works as well for me anymore. It's been a couple of years since I've used it, and I only use it occasionally during the season when I need it. It's almost like, is there another one I could maybe try? I don't know. Give me a sec here as I randomize the next set. Let me hide that. Not ending on a 13 ends on a 15. Well, it would be not ending on a 13, right? I don't want to end on a 15, but if I'm getting 15 minutes, I did something wrong in the run. I think even with, I mean, I could have just really, really bad RNG, but it's also just like, if I'm at 15, I've done something terribly, terribly wrong in the run somewhere. Or just had the, like, absolute worst RNG experience from the enemies, ran into all sorts of fights that weren't needed. So many things would have to be going wrong for that to be the case. Let's see. Oh, gotta bring the randomizer up. That would help. Randomizer process. Okay, again, just showing off. The reason why I'm showing off every time, because I was planning for whichever run is the best, I'm going to explicitly also clip out as a single thing. So I just want to, at the very least, even if I'm not explaining all the changes I made, I want to at least show it captured in that one video clip. So here's the randomization, the monsters, monster scaling, adjustments, boosts, scaling, and speed ups, and nothing on the presets. Mash the new seed, and generate that. Hide that. Copy the seed number. Paste it in. Save that. Oops. Move those new files. Cut that. Paste that in. Yes. Minimize that, minimize that. And emulator back up. And splits back up. Alright, let's see if I can end it on a solid enough one here. I reserve the right to say one more, as my brother does all the time, if this one is just absolute trash. Let's see. Camille is very meh. Speed's on the lower end. Power is very mild. HP and guard are meh. Not high enough either way. You have no HP and guard. And your stats are not good enough anyways. Speed is terrible. Sooner you're instantly out. Wow, Wilmy, way to hog the best weapon. He's got a 736. See, this is what I'm talking about. If I could randomize to someone having, you know, the 700 weapon, or 600 really is in my head, with the right stats, then I'd go with them. Lux would have the HP, but not the guard. Technically, I don't have to have fantastic HP guard. I just like to take that into account so that I could ideally survive a punch from Gorcia. Most everything else I'm not worried about getting hit by. Power would be good. Speed would be a little on the lacking side. Valsu is... nope. It's gonna be Lux. It's going to be Lux or Lieges. I almost want to try Lieges. His weapon is bad, which means I'm going to have to buy a better weapon. But he's got the power to compensate. And speed is better than Lux. He'll have good HP. His guard is better. HP doesn't need to be 20. 16 is good enough. And with 3 guard, that helps his survivability. Power goes up. I'm going with Lieges. His weapon is... I've never done this in a practice run, having a weapon this bad at the start. I should still be able to kill Ramus, I think, as long as I level up enough outside. Because then that power is going to make all the difference later. I can get quick kills with that. I'm going with Lieges. I'm gonna try something a little different from what I normally would do. And we'll see if it pays off. Time starts when I hit yes here. Time ends when I get the final hit against Gorcia. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, Lieges, if you would have the spells I need too. Alright, he's got power. He does not have exit. Alright, I'm going to focus on this one. No bad movements and all that. Let's really give this a real chance. I don't have to buy B power. Let's hope that the enemies here are good experience. Give me a big hermit fight. Hermits are garbage. We are in trouble because I was counting on that to get me the level I need to hit Ramus hard. I did not mean to run into that. Give me wyverns. Shit. I didn't even level from that. That's especially not worth it. That's bad. I need something in here to be worth a lot. Well, ideally, both enemies. Statues and chimeras need to be worth a lot. And I need to go out of my way to run into something. I really wanted to give this stat setup a shot, but the experience is not going to allow me to make it viable. Give me a statue. Be worth a lot. Be worth so much that I can't even read it. It's good, but too little, too late. All right, I'm gonna skip fighting anything else now. I'll try to fight a bit more in the cave. and on the way to Bonrow. Statues are decent enough to fight, but it's too much for a risk to run into a Chimera that's not worth the fight. Now ignore that gold split, that's misleading. Ramis's experience. I mean, it's good for me for where I'm currently at, but... The nice thing is, because I have a lot of power, I technically don't have to level a ton to get to a usable number, but... I'm trying to count on that power just being so overwhelming that I can 3-turn Goron and 3-turn Griffin and 3 attack turn Gorsia. That would help make up for time here. Alright, thanks Coolio. One way or another, we'll be wrapping up soon here, so you're good. Thanks for coming. And you were here for the breaking of the record! So it's fine. You saw the important thing happen. Come on. I'm gonna go ahead and run into this guy. Come on, undead. Be worth a lot. Good enough to make it worth it. Pison's gotta give me good experience, man. Will me know. Only okay, meh kind of experience. Level 38. My power is really good, considering it definitely is a big number. I don't know about my speed and all that, but you know what? We gotta make this worth the shot. I could not avoid that enemy anyway, so we have to take this fight, which is unfortunate, but... At least there's an undead in here. Chimeras are not worth it, though. Our power is good. Our power is really solid. Speed should be pretty good too. So I guess yeah, I think we're okay. Like we're going to avoid fighting from now on. I can't lose any more time. Or spend it rather. It's not losing it if it's something I need to do really. I do not have the exit spell, so I have to go buy these. A lot of the time, I'm really just honestly looking at the globe and peripheral-ing? Using my peripheral vision for the actual, like, map part. I'm just, like, looking at the dots and just trying to avoid them if I'm not looking for any more fights, which is the case right now. So much of the run, I'm just spent looking at the fucking mini-map. Now I absolutely have to get a better weapon, and it's almost certain I'll find something stronger, but... How much stronger and how fast do I find the weapon? Be nice if the first one I checked is like... As long as it's like plus 400 or something in that ballpark range, I'll take it. I won't even look at the rest. I meant to back out. Because I know I have high power, my weapon doesn't have to be uber strong. It doesn't have to be 600 territory for me to accept it. Because now my weapon is about 400 damage. We got unlucky with the RNG in here, though, and the enemy's in the way. This is just a time loss here. Might as well just be worth experience for me. Well, I leveled a couple of times, but no. Not gonna beat the time again, but wow, double bad RNG in the cave here. And double fight again, that's... I could try running, but it's almost like if I fail running, then I really just blew time. Like, I'd rather just kill them. God damn it. Oh my god, my movement, it's all sorts of borked. Alright, can I 3-turn this prick? Come on, 3-turn. Oh, that much from a 3-turn. Realistically, 3 turns is the fastest I can kill Goron or Griffin. Defend, attack, attack. Unless the only way I would hit faster, kill faster in number of turns, is if I did a defend, attack, and got a double punch. But I can't control that. That would just be more RNG on top of the run of where I could, you know, save time if everything went perfectly. Griffin has... She's tougher. It'd be harder to do it against her, but it still would be possible. Oh, it's not gonna be a 5-turn. Yeah, we're still going, Magus. We're gonna be wrapping up soon. I was saying either this was the last run, or... In my head, I keep thinking, one more. I don't want to go too much longer, though. But, I stop talking when I have to focus. You can see, Magus, when you left, the second run I did, I got the sub 11. So it's 10:42:28. The rest of the runs after that have been in the range of, you know, they've been consistent, you know, decent runs, but I have not been able to beat that, and I ain't doing it here. This will be another decent time, but I'm going to skip the Star Rune because my power is good. Yes! I'd said at the end of the first run that sub 11 was possible, and I'm glad I was able to show it here on stream that it is indeed possible because I've done it. This guy is in the way. That guy was almost... Dang it. That guy was almost in the way again. How'd the Mario 3 rando go? How much of it did you do, anyways? Did you, like, warp whistle to World 8 and all that? I figured you had to have done that if you finished the game that quickly. I would say, Magus, if, without changing any settings, if I had perfect RNG, maybe. It would be fairly tight, but maybe. There is technically time to save. But I think without turning back on the random locations and just praying for really good RNG, that would definitely make it possible. Doing this in the wrong order. I meant to beat power first, but I forgot I don't have the item. Power. I probably don't actually need to power, honestly, with it being so strong, but this will guarantee I can punch through easily. You got tilted after 5 worlds. See, I'm at 700 power. That's really good. 900 plus would be even better, but... Can I one punch him? Ah, 1202. Alright, it's not a 13. Turns out you sucked at Mario 3 far more than you thought you did. Damn, if I had better experience from the enemy set, this could have worked out really well. Starting with a weak weapon, I compensated for it with the high natural power, and then being able to buy a powerful weapon without losing too much time. It still could have been a really solid time, but the experience was just not there. The enemies were just not worth it enough for what I fought. That's not a terrible run. It's not the worst. What do you think, Magus, since you just came back? I'll leave it up to you. Do I do one more, or do I call it there? It's almost like no matter how the next run goes, I'll probably stop after it. Or do I end it here? Do you want me to go for one more? Since you just got back? Or do I leave it as it is? Because I've gotten 6 runs in, I've gone for about 2 hours now, which is about what I told myself I was going to shoot for. If I want to go for one more. How about this? End on a high, as they say. Let's do this. I'm gonna make a mid-decision. Let's generate one more. If the starting characters are garbage, we stop the stream right there. We don't even attempt it. We throw that one away, and I'll just say, that's it. It's over. But if it's a good character setup, I'll try rolling it. And then regardless, that's going to be it. I will stop after this next one. I'll be done for today. So give me a sec. Let me bring up the thing. I have yet to have, in any of the practices, I've yet to have a completely unusable starting point. You know, some characters like, it's kind of lacking in this, but okay, I can make this work. There was always somebody who at least was, you know, could make it work. Not ideal, but it wasn't just dead in the water from the get-go. I've yet to encounter that. So odds are I'll have somebody usable, but maybe for once I'll finally have the one where it's just not even possible. Shit characters %? Hell yeah. Timer starts right now and it ends right now. Boom! Alright, show the things again. Randomization, monsters, monster scaling, adjustments, boosts, scaling, and speed ups, and preset. Mash, 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 mash. We'll go with this one. Generate that. And let's check this. If it is total garbage, we will kill it right there. We'll kill it with fire, and we'll just say it never happened. But if it's usable, we'll go for it, and regardless of the time, we'll end it after that. One sec. I did not... Did I really not... Oh, I did. Wait a minute. What's in here? It's the one I generated just now. Oh, wait. Did I move it over already? Hold on. Copy. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I think, yeah, I already copied it over. Let's see. I think I did. Splits. Right? Okay, see, I'm not crazy. I put it in the same folder. Okay, well, this is the other one. I have to fix my folders later. I don't know what I did. Alright. Let's see. Camille. he doesn't have the greatest starting weapon. I have to pick one up like I did for Lieges, but technically he's usable. HP guard, power, speed. Ooh. Olvin. Olvin, man. Your power is a little on the lacking side, but otherwise you've got enough of the rest. Usually roll like 10, 15 in one sitting. I like to do them one at a time, so it's kind of like, I don't, because I like to also capture it, me rolling the seed. Not that, like, none of us don't, you know, it's not like we don't trust each other, but just, I like to have it, like, visually in there, like, you know, boom, it was made right now, nothing done previously, done on the fly, in the moment, you know, as like, official as we can make this, you know? Speed is blech. Speed is blech. Oh, Lux, you are in a similar boat to Olvin. 14 and 6, 8 and 11. One more power, same speed, slightly less weapon. More power helps, but yeah, and that's why I say Magus. At the end of the day, it's like I know none of us are cheating or doing anything, you know, like that. So like it doesn't have to be on there. It's different when we did like the race where we're doing it on the fly because we all have to have the same seed, right? That one we have to do at that moment. But I totally get pre-rolling them just to have them ready to go. You know, that's totally fine, and it makes sense to do that. Damn, we have like some choices. Legis would be lacking in the speed, but he has the most power gain, and it's a significant power gain compared to the rest of them. It's, again, going to be the kind of thing that gives him the power to kill stuff. He will be average slower, though. HP is fine, and guard is, you know, but he's got the HP to back it up. Yeah, they are usable. I'm in for one more here. My instinct is to go with Legis again. His speed is not at where I want it to be, but if the experience is good enough, it's fine, because the power difference is huge. That's going to save me a lot of hassle with higher power. And Legis is always my boy. Olvin has the right stuff as well. His power being 4 compared to 10, though, is such a big difference. You could honestly go with any of these 3 and I think make it possible. But for how I play it, I'm going to try doing Lieges. The thing is, I know I don't have to get max speed. I know we like to always max it out, but as long as it's high enough, more often than not, I won't, you know, things don't dodge enough from my practicing for it to that it's still possible. It definitely is lower than I want it to be, but you know what? I'm going to take a risk on it, and we're going to roll it. If the enemies are bad experience anyways, then it's not going to matter. So that's what it's really going to kind of boil down to here. So going to be the final run for today. Timer starts when I hit yes. Time ends when I get the final hit against Gorcia. 3, 2, 1, go. I have none of the spells, which is unfortunate. I always hate how little things like the town NPC RNG, where sometimes they walk out in front of you. Yes, it's the slightest loss in time, but man, do I hate when it happens. Straight in front of me. Perfect. Come on. Double Hermit fight with tons of experience. Or Hermit Wyvern. I don't care. Give me experience. Holy shit! Holy shit! Hermits are worth 25,000. I have never seen that number before. We now know they can be a fuck ton higher. Holy shit. Now this makes up for the power. I don't think I need to buy a weapon. I think my power will be so high, I maybe can save time by skipping the weapon purchasing. Oh, another Hermit, yes. Give me a double Hermit fight, come on. Yep, I want one more fight. One more fight, and that's all I need. As long as it's Hermit with good experience. Give me double Hermit. Double Hermit. Alright, as long as it's a Hermit. Alright, we're going. That's it. We don't have to do any more fights. I'm going to be in super sweaty tryhard mode right now. Move up. Damn it. Yeah, 5,000. Yeah, Ramos gave okay experience, but you know what? I'm good. With my power growth being what it was and what level I'm at, my power stat should be pretty solid. And my weapon is solid enough that I do not have to go buy one. I'm going to save the time as much as I can. I have to buy exits, though. But that's okay. No encounters, go straight through. Screw you, Zoma. Pison's decent. Didn't even level, though. Good RNG, no enemies in the way. Hesitated a bit, but I want to make sure I didn't run into an encounter I didn't need. Maybe, Magus. Maybe. Maybe, but the problem is I am going to lose some time having to go grab these. The thing is, Magus, I have to do this. It's part of the route, because I have to go this, and I have to rest at the inn at least once, and Bonro's the best time to do it. But I don't need to go anywhere else now. Like, I literally just need to go forward. No other stops really needed. Well, I say that, but I am still going to go to Legina when the time comes. I could risk it by not grabbing mirrors and harps, but it's too much of a risk. More often than not, I'm gonna get Petrify thrown at me, and I have to have that safety. No, I warped to the wrong one! Damn it. And that is the thing. You can take the chance on the petrification and the vacuum. If you get lucky and that doesn't happen to you, you will save time by not having to go out and get those. That is for sure. Like, and that's the thing. It's like you eventually these settings will eventually reach a point where you have to take the risks to save the time. If all other RNG is perfect, you have to shave time elsewhere, like in those cases. Alright, it's gonna be a 2-turn, but that's okay. Or 4-turn. They can't always be 3-turn kills. 4-turn is perfectly acceptable against Goron and Griffin. I don't know if I can 4-turn Griffin, though. I'd be okay with a 5-turn. And you are a gambling man. In some aspects. I definitely am less gambling when it comes to that, at least for how I want to try to do these initially. But taking those gambles is what gives you the shot at the best time. You have to take certain risks if you want the absolute best time. I don't know, did I defend too many times? I don't remember. It's not bad though. Time is still looking pretty good. I just gotta go get over to Sorrow. No! They were named Magistrats for a reason. That is for darn sure. It is the riskiest thing, but it has the potential for the best possible time save. Now, I'm not going full-blown. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get the water. I'm not gonna get the Star Rune this time. Once every 20 to 30 runs. And that's the thing. My run is not going to be the fastest possible, but it's going to be consistent, where I can consistently get good times. Consistently set myself up for the chance for really, really good RNG in the places I need it. Oh, I saw that I could have maybe walked around that. Oh, shit. Damn it. Well, that's going to kill the chance. This was a whole 8-9 seconds loss. Get out of the way. Oh, the menus are too much. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Unlucky. Super unlucky. The thing was in the way again. This spot right here is the worst culprit for forcing me into a fight. It is the absolute worst. It's happened like 3 times now. Any spot where there's no other walkway besides the one path you have to traverse through, there's that possibility, and it's happened more than once. I'm gonna get into the chamber. Damn it. I'm gonna get into the chamber just after 10 minutes. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to beat my time. Even with the sub 10, I don't think I had enough of the RNG elsewhere. If I didn't have to go buy B powers and exit gates, that's what would give me more of the time I think I need to get sub 10. I can't beat my time. Menus take too long. Like, I tried punching without a B power. I'm gonna have to try punching without a B power. I'd beat it by a millisecond, if anything. Nope, not with him doing that. Now I absolutely can't beat the time. You bastard! I'm gonna punch the shit out of you! No! It took more than one! No! Sub 11! Give me the sub 11 to end it on! You bastard! Oh, man. Those extra fights fucked me. One was forced. One, I could have barely weaved through. Damn it, this was it. I had the chance to beat the time. So close. And let's just start the music again. Damn it. That is a solid run, though. Still, overall, I can end on that note. Kind of bittersweet, but That's okay. We hit that 242 really early, though. Second run only, and even there, I could have had faster time. Yeah, the forced fight, definitely, and me messing up a bit also, but I still think... See, even if you took those fights out, I don't think I quite hit sub 10. If you also take out having to buy the B power, which doesn't save as much time because casting the B power still takes menu time, as well as animation time of casting the spell. It's slightly longer than using an item, I think. Having to buy the exit gates is a time loss as well, because if I have that in a spell, I get to use it twice, which saves time. Either way. And that's the thing. Overall, though, the times are very consistent. I had a single run go over 13 minutes, and we're talking 13:01. Everything else was 12-something. A lot of them were underneath the time you had previously. And then I had 2 times under 11. Very consistent. And I think Magus, if you go with these settings or something very, very close to this, and you take some of your gambles, I definitely think you could hit a sub 10. It's gotta be perfect. You gotta get the right RNG, and your gambles have to succeed, but you could definitely do it. Also, I mean, 25,000 experience for a hermit. I don't think it gets better than that. Could it get higher than 25,000? Maybe, but in the 7 runs I did today, a good handful were, let's say at least 10,000. 10,000 is a solid number. 15,000 is great. 25,000 is ridiculous. And I got 3 hermit encounters. I did not run into wyverns. I didn't get a double encounter, but like, I hit the 3 fights I needed for the experience in the beginning and was able to just go. Definitely. Bang, 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 and literally just bonsai your way through. And as I mentioned before, if you really wanted to gamble and turn back on random locations, if you got really good town RNG, if nothing else, if you don't change anything else but change the town location, if you get Lamel starting right next to Ramus's castle, or close enough by so you don't have to wander extra far, and if you had enemies right in front of you so you can quickly level, but then more specifically, going from wherever Ramus's castle is to the cave, and then the cave to Bonro, and then Bonro to the cave, from Gowanus to the cave, which, as long as it's not super far, and then from there to the final castle. All of those steps along the way, if you could get really good town RNG, you can shave a lot of time. A lot of the time is lost with me walking. I'm just walking for 20 seconds. You could do it in 5 if you had town RNG where they're just sitting next to each other. Do that 2 or 3 times, take some gambles, you could get sub 10. And that's kind of why I kept the rule set the way I did, because I'm like, okay, I can do it this way. And then if I really want, I can try pushing for that. I'm not going to push right now because I'm happy with the 1042. You guys will definitely be taking some shots at it, I think, in the near future here. If you guys can beat my time, I mean, obviously I want to hold the record, but I will still be happy to see if you guys can nail a faster time. And if somebody could nail a sub 10, that would still be amazing to see. I'd like it to be me, but I'm also still happy just seeing it happen, because that's just insane. My brother was saying he won't, he said he will not be running cheater percent on Monday. He said he will not be doing that. So at the very least, I know this will sit for a little bit. But if you guys are going to come at it, I mean, by all means, whoever has it regardless, it's going to be awesome to see if we can actually bring this time super fucking low. You'll take your first shots on Tuesday? All right. You'll get the first shot at topping the 1042. And now that I've done that, well, and obviously you can see the settings, and I mean, look at the settings too. I mean, if you could see one more small tweak, which there's a finite limit to it. Looking through all the different options, I don't think there's much else I could tweak with the way this is running that you could save more time. The rest of the time, I think for the most part, is saving it in-game by taking gambles and good RNG. Yeah. I explicitly showed it all in the very beginning, but for each individual run, I did really quickly show the page for each. Also, oh, that's actually a good point. I should do that. I actually can't do that for that. Well, and you could also, I guess you can go by the flags, but you know, I mean, you'll get it. Okay, we went one extra run than I intended, but I'm kind of glad we did. But it would have been the cherry on top if I just if I didn't have those 2 extra fights. I would have beaten the time again. I would have had a 10:30 something, maybe a 10:30. Maybe 10:36 even, or something like that. But that's okay. I'm happy enough. I'm happy enough that I was able to get it today regardless. So that's going to be it for today, guys. We'll go ahead and end the stream for today. Yeah, if that the mistake on my part, and then the forced battle, for sure, that one. And you know what? If I hadn't walked into the first one, technically the enemy setup on the map would have been different. I might not have had to run into that forced battle, and I just realized that now. But whatever, you know, a bunch of what ifs, and you never know what the RNG is going to randomize to. So regardless, it is what it is. I'm still happy overall, but man, that would have been nice to have topped it just one more time at the last one. But that's fine. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks, guys, for coming out. Bro, On Fire. Did Piggy stop by? I can't remember if Piggy stopped by. Mag, Coolio, Magus, Anonymous, Edge. No more, bro. It's done. It's done. And that's it for today. Regular stuff will resume Tuesday. The last Gmod horror map will go up. And then Thursday will be the final stream for Febtoberfest. And then I'll let you guys know what I'll be doing for the next couple of weeks, what I have planned, because there's going to be a little bit of a shakeup as well. But we'll get there soon enough. So I'm out, guys. Thanks, guys, for coming. And I'll see you guys later.